are. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, and we are just past summer solstice, so into the new season. I'm sure we can feel it. We're having such a hot weekend, aren't we? That being said, when the body does have that little extra heat, sometimes we can go a little deeper in the muscles. You might feel like a little bit more sore. You might not as well. You might just feel like the practice feels a little bit different, but just see if you notice anything when the days are really warm. Make sure you stay hydrated as always. And if anything just feels like it's too much or you're overheating, just stop, take child's pose or shavasana, or sit up nice and tall and kind of traditional meditation stance. Take a few deep breaths and then join us back when you're ready. But yeah, just a few little things when the weather's like super warm. Make sure that you're taking good care. We'll do some nice deep breathing and spend some time, just getting our flow on this Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Let's start on our backs today. We're just going to lay down and see if we can drop into that lovely soft space, get into that present, out of the head, into the body, and just get moving and flowing. Happy Sunday. Oh, nice. Slowly lowering the body down. If you're not already there, you might be, maybe taking a little stretch to begin, maybe a little hands up over the head, maybe extending the legs if that feels good. If there's any back pain, keep the knees bent today. And maybe if you do choose to keep the knees bent, just wiggle the feet wider, let the knees drop in on each other, or take the legs a little wider. Take up space in your room if that feels good, opening the legs into a little bit more of a V, toes dropping out. And when you're ready, just choosing where you feel comfortable with the hands. Our traditional kind of arms are the backs of the hands down, palms facing up, trying to move the shoulders a little bit away from the ears. I love that little cue where we lift the head up, draw the chin in, and slowly allow that head to soften back down. Just allowing kind of a little bit more softness in the neck. And just stop. Amazing. Let's take a few slow, deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And slowly exhaling. And your mouth can be open or closed. You choose whether it's an ujjayi breath with the mouth closed today, or inhaling and exhaling, our mouth open, just sending that breath deep. Let's slow our breath to slow the body. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. As you relax today, just allow that breath to come and go, just focusing on slowing it down. I'm going to spend some time today just letting go. I just want you to imagine that the mat is catching you. Let the body just surrender and soften. Letting go of anything that feels heavy today. And just trying to be in the now. Trying to let go of anything at all that's on your list of things to do. And again, it's not about avoiding any of these things. It's just, let's take an hour to just be in the present moment. Present moment, perfect moment to just connect with the body and let go of anything else that's swirling around in the mind. This is your time to just be, just move, flow, stretch, check in. When you're ready, maybe begin by moving the neck left to right. Just take a few deep breaths here. Where the weather is so warm today in the UK, we're going to aim for a whole body stretch, just trying to getting a nice release. Knee tightness, we're holding. And 3, Oh, excuse me. Got a little yawn to me there too. Deep breaths. Keep that neck rolling. And one. Next time you have the ear drawing towards the right hand side, just hold it there. Good. Just feel that little bit of a release. If the neck is tight, just breathe into that space that's a little tender. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Beautiful. And rolling the head back to center and over towards the left, checking in on that side. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, if it feels quite tender, just taking a little moment to breathe into that space. Beautiful. Inhale, bringing the head back to center. Good little wiggle. And back to that lovely soft space. Beautiful. Inhale, we're just going to begin with the hands. Just lift the hands up. Wiggle the fingers a little bit, bringing some movement into the body. Good. We're going to open and close the hands. Few deep breaths here. Good. About you, but in the heat, my hands always feel like they're swelling. Just that little bit of water retention. Just keep that movement. Nice. 3. Deep breaths with me. 2. And 1. Oh, lovely. These deep breaths, the one for you to yawns. Sorry about that. Oh, that means we're relaxing, always a good thing. And now we're gonna bring the hands into fists and roll the wrists. Some big circles. Really getting into that space. Keep them rolling. Maybe move them into figure 8 motions or roll the other direction. If you've got any soreness in the wrists, any sort of extra pain, just take it slow and breathe. Commonplace for arthritis, so just move in a way that feels good always. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. Good. Open and close. And now we're going to lift the hands up a little bit, reach them above the body and roll in circles, but the hands extended this time. Notice there's a little bit of a difference here, getting really a little bit more time in the wrists, a little bit more into those circles, might get a little more clicks. I don't know, we'll see how you go for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Inhale. So if you've got the range of the body feels okay, reaching the hands up over the head. Good. If the legs are extended, maybe bring the legs a bit more together and reach long. The knees are bent, you can arch the spine wherever you are. Just checking in on that lower back. Lovely stretch, like you're just waking up, maybe pointing the toes. Feel like someone's playing a tug of war, pulling one and the fingers and the toes opposite directions. 3. Deep breath. 2. And 1. Lovely. Reach the hands up and slowly bend in the knees if the legs are extended and bring them in. And everybody bring feet about hip distance apart. You've got it. Inhale. We're going to bend in those knees and just draw them in. Again, a little rock side to side. Just checking in if you want to build the neck movement in again, left to right. Nice. Just checking in on those hips. Back. Sometimes you can feel it in the knees. 3. Nice. 1, 2. And 1. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to keep the feet lifted, the knees drawing in. We're just going to roll those ankles so you can keep them more relaxed. Hands alongside the body, or you can lift them up. Whatever feels good. Just find some circles here. Nice 1, team. Good. Again, legs can be in or lifting up, whatever way you feel best. Find a little spot and focusing on rolling those ankles. Let's roll the other direction now. Good. Let's find some breath, a little smile, inhaling. And exhaling, releasing from head to toe today. Roll in. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Roll the other direction. Beautiful. Pointing and flexing this time. where we've been moving the feet, you might just feel that little bit of work happening a bit more. Knee just stop, stop. Feels okay. Keep it moving. One and then the other. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shaking it out. Maybe kicking the legs a little bit. Good. And then kick them a little more, kicking up towards the ceiling, getting that little bit of movement. Good. Love this one. Bend those knees a little bit more. See if you can get a little bit of fire in the legs. Good. 3, 2, 1. We're going to kick them up. Good. Maybe lifting a little bit in that lower back and slowly, so let's bend the knees in. We're going to bring the left foot down and keep the right knee drawing in. You can use the hand to support. Good. Relax the lower back down into the mat, maybe pushing the tailbone down into the floor as you draw that knee in. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. Sometimes, again, the body might feel tighter. Maybe it feels really soft. Move a little deeper today. See what feels right. And slowly bring that foot down. Inhale, other side, drawing it in. Good. Relaxing the shoulders down, knee into the chest, tailbone tilting down. So we don't want it lifting up. You can see the difference. This is where I'm squeezing in the glutes, resisting. And then I'm going to slowly allow that bottom to come down and maybe arch the back, thinking cow pose. Push the tailbone down, knee in. Yes, lovely. Inhaling and exhaling seems simple, but a really nice way to get a little bit deeper into the hips. And exhale, beautiful, bringing that knee back down. Good. We're going to draw that right knee in again, slowly. We're going to take a little stretch in the backs of the leg. So we can bring the hands in the back part of the leg and maybe see what it feels like to straighten it out. And remembering that it's our first little movement, so it's fine if you're like, oh, I feel really tight. Let's see what's going on. That's what we're checking. Relaxing shoulders, relax the neck, not tensing in the jaw. See if you can find that little bit of work in those hamstrings. Good. Breathing in. As we exhale, if the leg feels comfortable, move it a little closer to you. Good. Relaxing in the face, softening in the jaw, maybe separating the teeth, or move the jaw left to right. Deep breaths for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. Good. Bending in the knee, bringing the foot back down. Other side. Inhale, bringing it in. Good. Bring the hand on the back of the leg and see where you go. Remembering it's our first little work in those hamstrings, so we don't want to, again, we don't want that lift. You notice that when we resist, we push into the foot, we lift up, allow that lower back to come down, and then grab the leg, working it inwards. Good. Relaxing always in that upper body, making sure that you're not tensing in the neck. If you are, lift the head up and just relax the back of the head down, just focusing on the back of the leg for our stretch today. Inhaling and exhaling, maybe drawing it in a little bit. 4. Amazing. Nice work, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bending into the knee, bringing the foot back down. Lovely. Inhale, we're going to bring that right foot up, bring the palms down, extend the leg. So we're, instead of grabbing it, just see how it feels to freely extend. Good. Inhale, bend the knee, bring it down. Other side, flexing the foot, breathing in. Let's extend a little bit more into that hamstring. Bending the knee, bring the foot down and relax. Other side, bending and extending it up. Good. 3. Deep breath. 2. And 1. Bend in and bringing it down. Inhale. Other side, picking it up. 3. Nice little flex in those toes. 2. And 1. Bending in and down. Good. Inhale. Bending and extending up. You've got it. Good. Relax the tailbone down. 3, 2, and 1. In and down. Switching sides. Nice one. Just saying good morning to the body. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Slowly bringing it down and in. You've got it. Bringing both knees in towards the chest. Let's just take a little bit in the hips. We're going to take the knees wide, tucking under in the pelvis, just finding that little beginner kind of happy baby. See what's going on. Is it tight? And this is a little warm up. Again, if it feels too tight, you can release the hands on the legs. You can stay here. If you feel like you want to go into happy baby, we absolutely can. It might be tighter than usual where we're going straight in. Absolutely fine to do though. Maybe grabbing the outer edges of the feet and drawing the knees a little deeper in towards the armpits, taking our little rock side to side. Always remember you can grab a little bit lower. You don't have to rock. Come back to that first position we just did. Yogi's choice. The class is yours. Make it what you need today. Good, seeing how that feels. Where are you feeling that irritability, that tightness? 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to center. And again, if you want to continue to rock, that feels best today. Rock if you want to hold here, finding a little bit of depth. Again, look at the lift in my tailbone right now. I want to push it down, down, down as I squeeze the knees a little deeper. Relaxing, pushing the shoulder blades down into the mat, softening in the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly bending in the knees. Bring them in and bring the feet down. Good. Just a little time there to wake up in the hips. Little whole body warm up. Let's walk the heels in towards the glutes. Let's warm up the spine, bringing the palms down, squeezing into the glutes, lifting. See where you're at. Pushing into the hands. Maybe a little bit of a lift, maybe a little higher today. You choose your first one, and then slowly coming down, feel the spine make its way onto the mat. Inhaling with me. And exhale, let it go. Breathing in, squeezing in. Good. Lifting again. You can stay here. Might stay feel a little bit better. You might wiggle the hands underneath you, interlace the fingers. Pushing a little higher into your bridge pose. Chin to chest. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming out and bringing the spine down. Take your time. Relaxing the body down. Good. Inhaling and exhaling with me out. Amazing. Now I'm going to give you the option here. Inhale, reaching up. Nice little stretch. Arms up above the head, arch the spine if that feels good. Again, if you ever have shoulder pain, keep it just above the body. 3, 2, and 1, and maybe drawing the knees over towards the right hand side. Breathing in and out. So the feet don't have to be wider. We're just taking that little bit of a deeper twist today. If it feels too much with the hands above the belly, bring them a bit lower. Otherwise, let's take a lovely side body stretch. Breathing in nice and deep to that left side as the knees drop to the right, and exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in, softening in the forehead, and exhaling out. Good. Inhale, knees come back to center. You've got it. Choosing the arms if they feel okay above the body, stay there, and drop them over towards the other side. You've got it. Deep breaths in and out. 4. Nice one. Just enjoying the twist. Breath to belly. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Breathing in. Breathing out slowly, bringing those knees back to center, walking the feet in, reset the lower back, and when you're ready, if the arms are above the body, just reach them up and slowly bringing them down. Amazing. Let's roll the body over towards the right hand side. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to push the body up. Nice upright position. Lovely little today. Only bit we've not quite got into much are the shoulders. So let's sit and roll them. Once you've got a little drink if you wanted. Just thought let's take some time this morning in our warm up to try and get everywhere. Much as we can. Nice little stretch. Good. Keep those shoulders rolling. Oh, mine are so tight today. 4 deep breaths. 3. 2. Inhale and exhale. Last one, deep breath. Rolling them up and back. Good. We're going to lean forward with the chest and draw the elbows in. So thinking like seated cow pose. Chest draws forward. You can look down if you want, or look up to you, whatever feels good. Squeeze those elbows in as the chest draws forward. Good. We're going to take a seated cat. So we're going to come up, draw the hands forward onto the knees, and arch the spine. Tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest. Just breathing in here, seeing how the back body feels today. Neck and shoulders. Feeling tight on me this morning. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up. Let's lean forward. Good. Squeeze those elbows in. Chest draws forward. Arch that back. Bring the chin down. Take a breath or look up, whatever feels good. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up, drawing in from your core, and then tucking everything under. Pelvis draws under. Everything concaves in the upper body. Shoulders drawing in. Feel that pull across that back body. Chin to chest if that feels comfortable. If the neck feels like that's a little extra, an extra bit too far today, just take the gaze up a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, coming all the way up to a nice upright position. Inhale. Let's exhale. That is our full little warm up today. We're going to move into tabletop, get a little bit into our ribs. Ready? Face it. Warm the body up a little bit more. Move into a little bit of our sequences. So fingers nice and wide. Good. Knees hip distance. Let's do our little rocks back and forward. We're going to sink back into child pose. Hands nice. Fingers wide, arms extended. And then we're going to lift up, draw in, and then lean forward with the pelvis. If the back feels okay, let the pelvis drop down. Drop the shoulders down. Good. Looking up. If not, always keep it a little higher. Lifting up and sinking back. Breathing in. Make up and forward, yogi's choice here. Good. And slowly coming up, use your core and sinking back to a nice active child's pose. Arms extend, maybe rotate the biceps out and down away from the ears, softening in the face. Breathing in, coming all the way up. And your choice. See how that back, what feels good for it. 3. Draw the shoulders away. 2, and 1. Coming all the way up to tabletop again. Inhale, we're going to extend those left toes. Let's drop that. Sorry, right toes. Drop the right hip down. Good. Working the heel away from you. Maybe pushing into those toes. 3, 2. Lovely. And 1. Good. Little hold here, pushing into the toes. Maybe a little hold, pushing the heel back, dropping the hip down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we're going to lift that leg up. We're going to bend into the knee and draw that knee in and take a nice step forward. Good. Inhale, coming up to a nice upright position. Breathing in. As we exhale, sinking a little deeper into that front. Maybe looking up to the ceiling if you like. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly come back up. Bring the hands down. Lovely. Little stretch into that front leg. So what we want to do is see how it feels. We're going to draw that right hip back. Maybe flex that heel. You might think, oh, Megs, I'm really feeling it already. Just getting that lovely stretch in the back. Maybe lean forward a little bit. Option to bring the fingertips down on either side of that leg. We want to think about those hips, right hip drawing back, left hip drawing forward. Good. Just trying to get a little bit of a stretch in the back of that leg. 3, 2, and 1. Then slowly roll back onto the ball of the foot, sinking down. Inhale, option to reach up, really sinking deep. Good. Lifting high, breathing in. If you want to take a little back bend here, breath in. See how that feels today. And as we exhale, slowly bringing the hands back down. And we're lifting up a little bit, extending that front leg. Maybe hands come on other side. Good. You can flex that heel. Good. 3, 2, and 1. One more time, bending and lifting. Hands on the knees, reaching up, or option, we breathe in. And exhale, maybe reach back. And slowly coming down. You've got it. And instead of going back into that lovely little stretch in the front of the leg, we're just going to wiggle that front foot back into our tabletop, sinking down into child's pose. You're not going to stay too long. Good. Inhale. We're going to peel up into a cat pose. We're going to roll the body into a cow pose. Drop the shoulders and come back to that nice flat back. Inhale, extending the left toes. Good. Work the heel away, drop the hip down, left heel down, heels drawing away, and then pushing into the toes. Good. Just a little bit of a wake up in that calf muscle, into the toes and the backs of the feet, the arches. Just focus on finding some release. I'm really focusing today, head to toe. You can see we're getting into the wrists here a little more. 3, 2, and 1. Now pushing into the toes for a moment, and then working back, pushing into the heel, holding for a moment. 3, 2, 1, back to center. Inhale, lift. We're going to take a step. Bend the knee, draw it in, arch the spine, and step forward. You can always use the hand to help. Good. When you're ready, find that lovely lift. Inhale, option to be hands on the knees or reaching up. And sink down. Nice little lunge, just getting a little bit deeper into the hips. Good. And as we exhale, slowly bring the hands, well, you can bring them onto the hips if you want to lift up. Start there, turning so that you've got that right hip forward, left hip back, and see what it feels like. Maybe straightening that front leg, beginning to lift that heel. Go slowly in to those hamstrings today, lean forward. If it feels comfortable, you can bring the hands on either side of the leg. Breathing in. We do drawing the chest forward. And breathing out. And slowly rolling back onto the foot. Inhale, reaching up. If you want to take a little back bend here, you're more than welcome. Breathing in. Spine lifts. Maybe a little back bend. And slowly reaching forward. Good. And from here, you can scoop the hands alongside the body and see if you can straighten that front leg, drawing the hip back, straightening, maybe flexing. You choose. Find your edge. It might be a little too much. You choose what feels good. How are those heavy today? Deep breaths. Maybe we're thinking if you feel like it's a bit more open today, lean forward with the chest for me. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming down. Let's come up, breathing in. And exhale. If you want the back bend, breathing in. Little back bend. And slowly coming forward with the hands. Good. We're going to wiggle the front foot back. Bringing the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch, sinking down into a nice deep child's pose. The forehead's on the mat, rocking it left to right. Getting that lovely little massage. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching forward. Good. We're going to draw the hands slightly in to help us peel the body up. Coming back into our tabletop. Nice one, everyone. Inhale, let's tuck under in the pelvis. Arch the spine. We're going to tuck those back toes and lift up to our first downward dog. Good. Wiggling those heels. A little wiggle here. See if you can get a little more into those hammies. Now you've got a choice, wiggling here Option is to come down onto the knees and kick one leg out, or you can stay in a downward dog and take a three-legged dog, your choice. And what feels best to you. So come down onto the knees if you think that this just feels a lot today. And if it feels comfortable, take that leg up. See if you can straighten the back leg a little more. 3, 2, 1. Maybe bending the knee, opening up a little bit in the body. Get underneath that armpit if you like for 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the foot down. We're going to walk those heels, wiggling them again. We're coming down onto the knees. Inhale, we're switching sides. So again, from the knees, inhale, you can extend and just bend and reach that knee over. Or from downward dog. You've got the option to kick it up. Remember, not one is better than the other. It's just what feels good for you and your body today. Taking that little bit of a twist. Maybe looking underneath the armpit. Breathe in. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bringing the feet back down. If you're on the knees, lift back up to our downward dog. We're going to look forward, come up to the tops of the toes. Your choice. You can step, or if you're in the mood to hop, hop. Or step and bring the hands to meet you, hanging out. Grab opposite elbow. Let's get what's going on in the side body with our little wiggles. You can always feel this in the glutes as well. The neck, spine, depending on what you do, such a good one. 4, softening in the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Just hanging out here. Good. What I want you to do is take the hands. We're going to step on the hands. So you're going to bring the back of the hand down. So if you kind of take the palm so it's facing the floor, and then you move so that the fingers face you. Bottom of the hand comes down. See if you can tuck it underneath your foot. So the palm touches the bottom of the foot, and then you kind of step on it. And I like to say that the toes kind of move a little bit into the wrist. They give your hand a really nice little massage. You feel comfortable doing it with the other side, bringing the hands. So the backs of the hands are down, and the palms and the bottoms of the feet are touching. Nice one. Good. See if you can just feel like a little bit of movement. If you can move a little bit forward and back, just the tiniest movement, you can feel like a little massage. Maybe wiggle the feet on the hands. Good. Now keep those knees bent. Inhale, we're going to see if we can straighten a little bit. Look up and bend the knees a little deeper. And inhale, straightening a little bit. Looking forward and bend those knees. Again, getting a little bit more into those hammies. Inhale. It can be the littlest bit. Maybe you can find the hammies are starting to wake up a little. Bend those knees. Draw the chin in. Inhale, looking forward. Option to extend the legs. 3, 2, 1. Bending down. Good. Just bring the hands out. See how that feels. Give them a little shake. We're going to find a little halfway lift. So either fingertips forward or hands coming up. Little bend. Exhale. Breathing in, nice little bend. Reaching up. Little back bend if you like. And tucking under. Thumbs in towards the sternum. Deep breaths. Nice strong mountain pose. Just take a moment to feel like the warmth in the body. Moving deeply in our stretches today. The body balancing. Just take a moment to check in. Beautiful. We're going to interlace the fingers here and roll those wrists for 3. Rub the forearms on each other for 2. And 1. Awesome. Little shake out. Amazing. Let's grab a little drink and we're going to move into our little sequence stand-in. Cheers, everyone. So, green tea. Amazing. Hopefully you're feeling good. Trying to move at I think where the warmth, it works really well to help us get deeper into the muscles, and also it's nice to move a little slower so that we don't kind of overheat. We're going to move into a little bit more of a deeper sequence now, a little flow and then a little bit of a sequence in goddess. So yeah, let's have a bit of fun with it. But again, if you feel hot, just stop, find your child's pose, take a few deep breaths and move through that way. I'm going to bring the feet so that they're hip distance. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Let's hold here. Reaching forward and then fold down over the toes. Chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. You choose your halfway lift. Fingertips, chest drawing forward, legs extending. If that feels good, we've done a little bit of love in those hammies, but if it feels not open, bring the hands up. Choose one that feels good to you. Bend the knees, scoop it up. I like this little intro. Tucking under, thumbs in. Again, inhale, reaching up. Good. Salute the sun, summer solstice. Reaching forward, that light coming in. Exhale, drawing it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees out. Beautiful, drawing it under. In from the center of the body. Exhale, good. Inhale, this time option to step or hop back. Reaching up. Hinging at the hips, hold down. Halfway lift. Step or hop back to a nice high plank, yogi's choice. Good. Let's revisit last week's session. So we're going to bend the knees, bring them down, wiggle that left foot back and opening up the right leg and reaching up. Inhale, just revisiting that side plank. You guys did so well. Let's bend the knee and extend the arm up. Good, really great. Nice, that little muscle memory in. We're not done loads yet with our core, reaching in and up and in and extend. Remember that leg, if you wanted, you could always bring it down. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly turning to face forward, bringing the knees in. Let's tuck the tailbone under, finding cat, lifting up on the toes, finding your downward dog. Good. Inhale, looking forward between the thumbs tucked so the toes step. Or if you feel like it, everyone hopping, bring the hands to me. Halfway lift, breathing with me in. Bend the knees and swoop it up. We're going to keep it flowing. We're going to bring the hands in, tuck under. Little moment to reset. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. You can feel the body just getting a little warmer, reaching up. Inhale and exhale, reaching forward. Pull down over those toes. Exhale. Halfway lift. Good. Bend the knees. You bring the hands forward, step or hop back to your high plank. Holding it here, heels away, chest forward, feeling strong. And then coming to the knees. The right foot to the side, left foot out. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Option to keep the foot on the floor. You can lift, maybe reach the arm up over the head, bending in. 1. Nice one. 2. 3. Beautiful. And 4. Inhale. Slowly bringing everything down, turning to face back to the front of the mat, tucking under, tuck the toes. Inhale, lifting up to your downward dog. Walking those heels. Good. Option to come back down onto the knees. Take a 3-legged dog from it. Knees or downward dog, leg extended. Bending that knee and opening it wide, looking underneath. 3. Good. 2. And we're bringing the foot down. A little walk of those heels. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Again, you can come down onto the knees and kick the leg up or stay here from downward dog. 3. Nice. 1, 2. And 1. Coming back down with that foot. Inhale, looking forward between the thumbs. Up to the tops of the toes. Step or hop. You've got it. Well done. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Bending in the knees deep. Beautiful team. Scooping it up. Little back bend. Thumbs in. Let's take a breather here. Close the eyes. Inhale and exhale. Just check in. How do you feel? You can feel that heart rate starting to quicken. The body's warming up. Just take that second. Reset. Take 2 slow cleansing breaths with me, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and letting it go. Awesome. Good. Let's flow again. When you're ready, reaching up. Inhale and exhale, hinging up the hips, fold down over the toes. Good. Halfway. We're going to step or hop back, yogi's choice. Good. Now, we're going to take an option for a full side plank. So you can either dip the heels over towards that right hand side, or you can come to the knee and you can take it from here. It's all good. So either knees back like we just did, or we dip the heels over towards that left hand side. And inhale, we're going to lift up and see how that feels today, pushing into that hand, lifting up into that hip. Good. Starting to make it a little bit more comfortable. 3, 2, and 1. It's a challenging one. Well done, everybody. Turning to face the front. You've got it. Slowly coming back down onto the knees. We're going to take a little bit of a wide-legged child's pose, sinking down. Take a little moment here, rocking in the forehead. Inhale and exhale. Good. Little bit of depth in those hips. You can start to feel the body, maybe from the beginning to this part of the class, slowly opening. And 1, inhale, slowly looking forward, coming all the way back up. Let's take the knees back to hip distance. Good job. Inhale, tucking under in the pelvis, finding your cat, lifting up into your downward dog. And slowly looking forward between the thumbs, tops of the toes, step. Draw in from your core. If you want to hop, use your core to bring those feet forward, draw down. Inhale, halfway lift. You know where we're headed, keeping that flow, chest draws forward, bending down. Maybe those hammies are starting to open, little back bend. Thumbs come in. Nice work, everyone. Inhale and exhale. Good. It's nice to just like bring all the things we've been working on together, especially where the body's just a little bit more open. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Hinging at the hips. Last bit of our vinyasa. Halfway lift. You know where we're headed. Step or hop back to your high plank. Beautiful. Yogi's choice, coming to the knee and taking your side from with one leg extended, or dropping the heels over towards the right hand side. Good. You're going to just use that lovely bit of balance, opening the chest, maybe stacking the toes, maybe lifting a little higher in that hip, maybe reaching up. That hand sometimes helps remind us to lift up. 3. Don't worry if the balance is there, just bring one foot down, take whatever you need. 3, 2, and it's just about practicing it, coming back to that lovely center point. Good. Let's come down onto the knees. Knees nice and wide, toasted touch, sinking really deep. So you can get the knees as wide as possible. Just a little bit of an opportunity to get a little further into those hips. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful, guys. Nice little sequence, just building in those things that we know are starting to become more part of our flow. And then slowly lifting up. You've got it. Coming back. Take your time, bring the knees in. Inhale, finding your cat pose, tuck those toes, or lift up to your downward dog. Good. Now, you've got an option here, option to come back down to the knees to lift the leg, or you can take a little flip of the dog if you're in the mood. So I'm going to move a little closer to you. So option to stay here. You can extend the leg, or you can reach it over. That feels best. If you want to flip your dog with me today, inhale, lifting up. We're going to extend that right leg, bend the knee, and reach that foot as far as you can over towards the other side. The back foot, left toes are going to pivot. You're going to let that foot drop back. Yes. Turn to pivot. You can come down and reach the hand up, or you can lift all the way up. You've got it. Maybe arch the spine. Head drops back. See how you feel in that wild thing. Chest open. Lovely work, team. A little variation on wild thing. Relax the forehead. Feel that chest open. Whole body, heart open. Ready to receive that light that comes with summer, the warmth, the long days. Just feeling free in this pose. Slowly bending down. And we're going to flip back over. We're going to bring that right leg back over. You've got it. Staying here, either in your downward dog with the knees nice and bent, wiggling those hips. Coming back onto the knees. So here's your option. Stay where you are. You can come back to the knees, lift up and open here again. Or if you want to flip your dog on the other side. You can also find a child's pose and skip this bit. You choose lifting up, bending that knee. So we're moving that left foot as far over towards the right hand side that we want to pivot that back foot. We want to end up lifting up in that left hand and pivoting up. And then you can either sink down to the ground or you can lift up in the pelvis. Maybe reaching that hand, arch your spine back. Feel that lovely stretch. Back, body, heart opening, chest opening, ready to receive. We are in just stepping into that summer season. 3, 2, and 1. Bending deep into the knees and flipping it back over when you are ready. Good. Inhale, look forward between the thumb, step or pop to the front. Exhale, good. Grab opposite elbows and grab that little swing in. Find the breath. Feel like everything's slowly just slowing down. So when I say that phrase, find the breath, it just means maybe take a nice slow deep breath. Get control of it again if we've lost it. Slow the exhalation. Good. Swinging those elbows. Seeing where you need it. Straightening one leg and then the other if you want, just maybe not swinging high or low. This one's a really interesting pose. I wish I could know what it felt like in your body, the poses. Everybody's body's been through different things each day, each week in their lifetime. But it's so important to make the practice one that suits you and your body. Whatever's on offer, always know that, take it or leave it, on that moment in that day. Let's separate the hands, let the head hang. We're going to find a little halfway lift. Take your time here. We've been upside down a little while. Bend the knees deep. Scoop it up. Amazing team. Little back bend. Hands come in. Ooh. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. It's a fun little sequence. Really enjoyed doing that with you guys, just pulling in some of our little big moments where we flip the dog, we kind of stretch whole body to get there. So well done. Let's grab a little drink. We're going to just move a little bit in goddess and float down to our relaxation. And about you, feeling that heat today? I can feel it. Cheers for logging in this morning, by the way. Really has such a cherished little part. I really mean that. I don't know why I felt just emotional, but I do really cherish these moments. I don't always get to see each of you that often, but I feel like I meet you every single Sunday, and without a fail, it's a beautiful thing. So thank you for just this. Thank you for this. All right, feet nice and wide. We're going to find our goddess pose. So we don't want the diamond, remember? We want a nice wide one. We just want to sink a little deeper here. And inhale, we're going to just lift up. Keep the hands on the legs tucked under in the pelvis, breathing in. And exhale, sinking down. Nice and deep, draw the shoulders down, squeezing in those inner thighs. Good. Tuck it under. Breathing in. And breathing out, sink in nice and deep. Good, you've got the option to stay here, or you can let the tailbone lift and bring the hands forward. Allowing just a little bit more depth in those hips, maybe let the chest draw down, bending in those knees. So it feels a lot, come up a little higher, or skip that bit. It's up to you. Good, if you feel comfortable here, we've worked a little bit, we can just shift the weight over left to right a little bit. Or a lot. You can use the hands, you can walk them side to side. Just feel this one out. Trying to keep the chest lifted a little bit. Good. Trying to get a little bit more into those inner thighs. We've not done loads in our core inner thighs, but 1 hour. Trying to get everywhere for us. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Good. Hanging out. When you're ready, we're going to use the hands, the inner thighs, use those lovely bit of the core to straighten out. Good. Inhale with me. And exhale. Let it go. Good. Breathing in. And exhale, love a little bend in the knees. So staying lifted, and you can straighten if that feels a lot and come back down. We're leaning forward, seeing if you can bring the fingertips in. Good. This time we're going to bring the right fingertips in the middle. We're going to sink a little bit into that left knee. See how that feels. You can bring the hand to a fist as well. You can also bend a little deeper, maybe reach that left hand up. Totally up to you. Might feel a lot today. 3, 2, and 1. Straightening a little bit more, slowly bringing the fingers and the hands back into the middle. Good. This time, other side. So left hand, it could be a fist, fingertips. We just begin to sink into that right side. Option to reach up with the right hand. Maybe taking it so it's a nice long line. 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting in the chest. Let's turn those toes inwards and allow everything to begin to hang down. Chin draws in, hanging out. You've got the option to reach through the legs. You can bring both hands in between the feet, bending in the elbows, or you can just let gravity do the work today. Just hanging out for 4, 3. Nice. 1, 2. And 1. Beautiful. Take your time. We've been upside down, little inversion. Walk the hands slightly forward. And I want you to keep walking them forward so we've got the weight. It's almost kind of like coming onto all fours. Bring the hands in towards you, or sorry, the feet in, so that your feet are hip distance, and then come down onto the mat. Good. Inhale. Find a little cat pose for us. Breathing in. Roll the shoulders up and down. Little cow pose. Oh. And then slowly sink back into your child's pose. Just keep the knees hip distance. Bring the hands to a soft place. And just close the eyes. Oh, how lovely. Just stop here for a moment in your child's pose. Find some slow, deep breaths. Breathing in. And breathing out. Feeling that breath in the back body, feeling everything kind of curl up into that small ball. Inhale and exhale. Just stop. It's a really flowy class. We've moved like quite fluidly through the whole session. So I think this is that dreamy moment just to be still. How do you feel in mind and body? You're ready, just begin to slowly keep that little sleepy feeling. Bring yourself to a nice upright position. Remembering the legs can be whatever way. Sitting tall. Good. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Take your pointer finger, your middle finger together, just moving the hands up in and around the eyebrows. Again, the eyes can be sleepy. Just taking that little last reset, trying to get any of those little headaches. If the heat brings headaches, make sure, staying hydrated, or pollen's been really high, you might have those hay fevery. Just take some time here. Maybe once you get to the temples, find your circles. So, 3, 2, and 1. the nose, maybe a few circles at the top of the nose, moving it down. Maybe finding some circles here at the lower part of the nose where you've got your nostrils. Good. And maybe moving and pushing in and around where you feel that tightness in the sinus and in around the cheekbones if that suits you. Just take the time to find the release where you need it. Forehead, temples, sinus, nose, jaw. Just breathe with me in and out. Lovely. And then maybe just relaxing. If you need a bit of a reminder to relax the jaw, use the fingers, help you just bring the hands down. Amazing. Let's breathe in, sitting nice and relaxed. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in that beautiful summer light and sunshine and warmth. Breathing out. Letting go of anything not serving you now. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you to find your favorite position for Shavasana. Lie down. Get yourself back in bed. Maybe staying upright. Just find some stillness. Allow the back body to melt into the floor. Letting go. Feeling all the breath and the movement and the practice today just sinking in. It's just your time to be. Let the mat catch you. Maybe drift back to that place you were this morning, that little sleepy-like state. Maybe you felt that as you got onto your mat, maybe coming back to that place and just embracing how you've been feeling. And a little reminder as we move into this new season, it's giving us permission to move a little slower if you need to, follow what you feel naturally. Stop, rest. Sometimes that extra heat is telling us to slow it down and look around and soak it all up. Soak it all in. But you just to relax in the forehead, softening in the eyelids, creases alongside the eyes. Just let go. Let any sort of deep breaths that you still might need to take come and release. Allowing every little bit of the face, the jaw, the teeth, letting it all feel as relaxed as possible. Back body sinking into the floor. Everything slowly relaxing. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, chest, shoulders, again the back body, chest, the belly, the hips, pelvis. Upper part of the legs and the lower part of the legs, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Just rest. A little wish for you this summer. May your dreams keep growing, your spirit keep glowing, and your life keep flowing with abundance in all areas of your life. May this season of light bring clarity to your path, peace to your heart, and strength to everything that you are building. You're walking into a brighter chapter. And this light, this summer, is just beginning. Wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Stay as long as you like and rest. Peace and love, my gorgeous friends. Namaste.